earlier you said we know these things are in us. Why is it so difficult to follow and put it in our life?
There are a lot of barricades. That's why it's important. It's difficult. So many people, they say, oh, I understand theoretically, but just to practice is so difficult. Yes? No Muslim hearing the laws of Allah, hearing what is halal and haram, no Muslim is going to say, no, I disagree with that. I know it is good. Allah saying this is bad, I know it is bad. They know theoretically. But when it comes to doing it, they say, but something is pulling me to do the bad thing instead of the good thing. Why is it so difficult? There are many veils. There are many barricades in front of us. The thickest one is our ego. That disobedient creature that Allah has put in us, that we have to overcome. We have to wrestle, we have to step on it. And the prophets came to teach us, to give us the tools how to deal with this. When you do that, things will start opening up. So, you need to understand what is your nafs. How you make your nafs to be powerful. Some wise person, I think it's Native American, they're saying, let's say, inside of you, it's their language is different, the images they use are different. They say, inside of you are two wolves, one good wolf, one bad wolf. They're saying, whichever wolf you feed is the one who's going to be strong. If you feed the good, it's going to be strong. The good is going to be stronger than the bad. If you feed the bad, it's going to be stronger than the good. This is common sense, but this is high spirituality. Now, how do you feed the good? How do you starve the bad? Fasting is when we starve our body, but fasting is not just starving our body, it's starving our nafs, And it's to make a man to understand now. As Hujatul Islam and other saints, they also say, yes, it's easy to fast, not eating and not drinking, but that is the first level, that's fasting of animals. How do you fast? Meaning not take something that is forbidden and only take things that are good. How do you fast from your eyes? Do you need Ramadan to be fasting from your eyes? No, you should be doing that every day. How fasting from your ears? Fasting from your heart? No. To watch your heart. Not to let bad things to enter. Now, the problem is most people don't even know what is bad and good. You don't know. Most don't even know that they have problems. Just as you don't know you have problems, you go to the doctor says you have problems. So you believe him. I thought I was okay. The doctor says, no, you're not. Your sugar is too high. These are the signs. He says, I should have seen them. I should have known them. I agree with you, because you're a doctor. But when you deal with Tabibul Qulub, doctors of the heart, because you cannot really see it, although other people can see it, but you cannot see it, especially if you're not used to looking at yourself, judging yourself, understanding yourself, you'll not be able to see it. So many times you see people who are so angry, they cannot control it. You tell them, why are you so angry? I'm not angry, they're saying. Just like a person who is drunk. When they're drunk, you say you're drunk. They say, I'm not drunk. I'm okay. Now, it is forbidden for us to drink. Because you lose your what? Your mind. Yes? You can lose your faith. Those shaitans, they made that woman, tricked those two angels that Allah sent, Harut and Marut, into this world, through making them drunk. When she made them to become drunk, then she took their secrets. Still spinning somewhere, lost. But Shaykh Efendi, the awliyas are saying, the physical drinking when you're drunk, it's guaranteed. You wake up hours later, always regretting that you drink. And you come out from the drunken station and you say, what did I do? Oh, this hurts. Yes? That's from the drink. But the person who is drunk from arrogance, it's very difficult to come out from that drunken station. And it's very dangerous. A person who is drunk from anger, a person who is drunk from jealousy, very difficult. And that kind of work, prophets were sent. Prophets, the prophets, not just books or this, prophets were sent. Abu Lahab, Abu Jahil, they have intelligence. But they were drunk. And the prophets came to wake them up, and they still don't want to wake up. Only the fire is going to wake them up. So what stops a man now? I'm saying we know all these things already, stopping them. Because we are drunk. Or we know one split second, next second, something else is going to pull us away from that understanding to something else. We are getting distracted. There's no commitment. There's no continuous education. All that kind of stuff. So what do? It depends what you want. If you want more of that kind of a knowledge, then be around. Be in school. Be in school. Simple, no? You want to be a talib, you got to be in school. You want to learn, you have to be in school. And some schools, they say you don't even have a social life. You just have to study and study and study, yes? You go to medical school, you have years now. Prophet ﷺ, when he gave the spiritual teachings of these to his Sahabe-Kiram, they had to cut off all relations from all their friends and their families who were opposed to those kinds of teaching. And they had to be trained for 23 years very severely. But where did that reach them? Where did that get them to? It got them to be called Sahabi Kiram, companions of the Prophet, to the highest level. No saint can claim to be as high as one Sahabi to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. But when you're around people who are a little bit more awake, then they will always keep you awake. But if you're around people who are drunk, you'll always be drunk. You're around people who are sleeping, although you're not sleepy, you're going to be sleepy. It's simple, but it's difficult because it requires you now to put a lot of effort into this. People are used to doing things without any effort, especially in these times. All effortless, easy way out. Studying is hard, but studying yourself is harder. To be told by the teacher, you did this and you did this, you study and you go for a test and you fail, is hard. You study so much and you say, oh, I need to study more, because you fail. For a teacher, for a Shaykh, to test you, to make you to go certain things, and you are failing it, and he's saying that's much harder. One is very personal. It involves you. The other one is not. It's just this. You understand? Oh, if only I answered this question better. If only I studied more. There's always some sort of an excuse. But what excuse can you give to yourself, to the one who is teaching you in this way? You cannot give any excuse. What excuse can we give to Allah? Huh? What excuse? But if we're so used to giving excuse to other people, that time in Judgment Day we will burn. Because everything is open, we're still giving excuse. Because of this, because of this, because of this. No, just say because we are disobedient. Khalas, astaghfirullah. If we are used to doing that, humbleness comes with that. And not being busy with Malayani comes with that. You don't be bothered with other people. You're not too concerned about what they're doing. You're not. You're simple. You get to be more happy because you're simpler. And there is taste in your faith. So, this is what our Shaykh is trying to teach us. Now, you want to learn, not only be around the teacher, you have to be in a school, you have to be in classroom, you have to spend enough time in the classroom, you have to do your homework. And these things are also necessary in the spiritual way. Like I said, but those ones who cannot be physically here, but their heart is so strong, that time, every opportunity they have to absorb as much as they can, they will. In fact, those ones who are not here, they want to be here, they cannot be here, they're listening to sohbats once or twice a week, they absorb more than the people who are here every day. Of course. So it all depends on what your thirst. It all depends on your passion. So, it's okay. The Shaykh is not trying to tell us you have to be perfect. It's not that. You're not saying you must not do anything. You cannot do anything. You cannot do anything wrong. You have to be. They're not. They're teaching us, look. Have a mirror. Look at yourself. These are the ways that can change. And this is how Allah wants you to look. And this is how you look. Now try to change. Then we try. Inshallah. Ya Allah accept it. Assalamu alaikum. Fatiha. Alright, this much is enough.